Hello, I'm Spencer Rainey, and for this week's discussion on grants, I chose to continue working on my dissertation topic. I'm sure most of you figured out I have a strong opinion about education, in particularly the Presbyterian Church, and I would love the opportunity to visit and research at the Presbyterian Historical Society. They have the largest national collection of Presbyterian archives. Being able to research through their material would be a dream for me. Foundations I found within the Explore section that would best fit my grant request are the Mary Morton Parsons Foundation and or the Richard S. Reynolds Foundation. Both organizations support education and history. I believe that my interest in the Presbyterian contributions to education might fall within their guidelines. My grant request would be for $5,000 to travel to the Presbyterian Historical Society and to research through the National Archives of the Presbyterian Church to better understand their contributions to education at all levels. So, not just focusing on one particular level of education. I would really like to see everything they've contributed to get a better understanding of their vast contributions to education. But they do have a large volume online that can be viewed, and you can get requests to have some stuff sent to you. But there is so much more that could be seen in person. So, again, I would love to visit the Presbyterian Historical Society. It's in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the money requested would cover travel expenses. And I would love to stay for a month, 30 days. Of course, more would definitely be wonderful as well, but I think 30 days would probably be the extent of needed time. I think I could do my research within that amount. But I would want to make sure that I had enough time to retrace material, to make connections. I don't just want to see, hey, a school opened. I want to see who opened it. I want to see rules and regulations, how they established it, what happened to that school. Some of the schools started off as Presbyterian associated and then became unassociated with the Presbyterian Church. So are they still in operation? That kind of thing. I want to be able to have that base foundation to build on. And going through the National Archives of the Presbyterian Church, I think, is one of the best ways and maybe even the fastest way to do all that. But again, understanding the goals of the educational goals of the church, going through the archives, getting a better understanding of the spiritual growth of the church and also how it had contributed to education across the country. According to the website, the Society's holdings include more than 250,000 titles reflecting the history of the Presbyterian tradition in America and over 30,000 cubic feet of official records and personal papers, which includes records of congregations, presbyteries, synods, the General Assembly, agencies of the current and some predecessor Presbyterian and Reformed denominations in America. So the General Assembly is kind of like the government group of the Presbyterian Church. So to go back through and look through their meeting papers, I've actually already found a lot of really important information through some of the stuff that they have that's been posted online. So to be able to sit through and go through more of their records and their meeting notes would be incredible. But they have diaries, photographs, anything and everything related to the Presbyterian Church of the U.S. And it would be amazing to go through. So, of course, if I traveled there, the first thing I would do would get a tour, get to see all the cool stuff, act like tourists for a little bit, and then to dig in, to spend the rest of the time focusing on different archives, tracing my steps, and building my research. So, again, my grant would be to visit the Presbyterian Historical Society in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to work on my dissertation topic of how the Presbyterian Church has contributed to education across the United States. So, thank you.